Transportation accidents can have catastrophic consequences, leading to loss of lives and significant property damage. 1 Tenerife Airport disaster, Canary Islands, Spain, 1977. Date, March 27, 1977. Mode of transportation: aviation, airplane collision. Details: 2 Boeing 747 planes, operated by KLM and Pan Am, collided on the runway at Los Rodeos Airport, now Tenerife North Airport, resulting in 583 fatalities, the deadliest aviation accident in history. The accident was primarily caused by communication misunderstandings and dense fog. 2 Chernobyl nuclear disaster, Ukraine, 1986. Date, April 26, 1986. Mode of transportation: nuclear power plant accident. Details: the explosion and meltdown of a reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine resulted in a massive release of radioactive materials. The disaster caused immediate deaths and long-term health impacts, leading to the evacuation of thousands of people and rendering large areas uninhabitable. 3 Japan Airlines Flight 123 crash, Japan, 1985. Date, August 12, 1985. Mode of transportation: aviation, airplane crash. Details: Japan Airlines Flight 123, a Boeing 747, crashed into Mount Osataka in Japan after experiencing a sudden decompression. The crash resulted in 520 fatalities, making it the deadliest single aircraft accident in history. 4 Samsung department store collapse, South Korea, 1995. Date, June 29, 1995. Mode of transportation: building collapse. Details: the Samsung department store in Seoul, South Korea, collapsed due to structural issues, resulting in 502 deaths and injuring hundreds more. The incident exposed weaknesses in building safety regulations and oversight. 5 Mega Siemens Estonia ferry disaster, Baltic Sea, 1994. Date, September 28, 1994. Mode of transportation: maritime, ferry sinking. Details: the MS Estonia, a passenger and car ferry, sank in the Baltic Sea during a storm, claiming the lives of 852 people. The accident raised concerns about safety measures and stability of ferries. 6 Hindenburg disaster, USA, 1937. Date, May 6, 1937. Mode of transportation: aviation, airship crash. Details: the Hindenburg, a German passenger airship, caught fire and was destroyed during its attempt to dock at Lakehurst Naval Air Station in New Jersey, USA. The disaster resulted in 36 fatalities, marking the end of the era of commercial passenger airships. 7 Lac Megantic train derailment, Canada, 2013. Date, July 6, 2013. Mode of transportation: rail, train derailment. Details: a runaway train carrying crude oil derailed and exploded in Lac Megantic, Quebec, Canada, resulting in the deaths of 47 people and widespread destruction in the town center. 8 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, Japan, 2011. Date, March 11, 2011. Mode of transportation: maritime, tsunami. Details: the magnitude 9.0 earthquake off the coast of Japan triggered a massive tsunami, causing widespread devastation and the loss of over 15,000 lives. The disaster also led to the Fukushima nuclear disaster due to the damage to nuclear power plants. 9 Sewol ferry disaster, South Korea, 2014. Date, April 16, 2014. Mode of transportation: maritime, ferry sinking. Details: the ferry Sewol capsized and sank off the coast of South Korea, resulting in the deaths of 304 people, mostly high school students on a field trip. The incident raised concerns about safety regulations and the conduct of the crew during emergencies. 10 Piper Alpha oil rig explosion, North Sea, 1988. Date, July 6, 1988. Mode of transportation: offshore oil rig accident. Details: the Piper Alpha oil platform in the North Sea experienced a massive explosion and fire, resulting in the deaths of 167 workers and the destruction of the platform. The disaster prompted improvements in offshore safety regulations and practices. Transportation accidents underscore the importance of stringent safety measures, effective regulatory oversight, and continuous improvement in transportation infrastructure and operations. Lessons learned from these tragedies can guide future efforts to prevent similar accidents and protect the well-being of travelers, workers, and the general public.